He never saw it coming. The paper boat that looked too small to float went flying past him like a leaf in a storm. Toby stared at his tiny boat, heart pounding. The whole town was watching. Old Mrs. Jenkins clutched her sun hat. The champion, Big Sam Tucker, smirked as his glossy, painted boat bobbed at the start line. Toby swallowed hard. He'd never raced before. Yet here he was, in the middle of Millwood's annual paper boat race, about to bet that he couldn't win. Every summer in Millwood, the creek behind Miller's farm became a flume for paper boats. Kids and grown-ups folded their best designs, painted them bright, and let them sail. Winners got a hand-painted ribbon and bragging rights until next year. For Sam Tucker, winning was almost as easy as breathing. Toby had watched the spectacle from the bank since he was 6. He was shy and quiet, the kind of boy who spoke in whispers and stayed at the back of the class. He liked reading adventure books and drawing pictures of birds. He did not like to stand in front of a crowd. But this year, something inside Toby whispered, "Maybe you can try," when his friend Mia dared him. "I bet you won't beat Sam Tucker." Toby blushed. "You're right," he said too quickly. Sam shot him a grin. That grin felt like a challenge. On the morning of the race, Toby sat at his little wooden desk in the barn. He had a single sheet of paper, an old paintbrush, and 2 tubs of watercolors. He folded the paper once, then twice. He pinched the edges, folding again and again until he had a simple boat. He painted it blue, the same blue as the sky above the creek. He looked at Sam's boat. Curves, fancy flags, even a little sail made from cloth. Toby's boat was plain. "It won't stand a chance," he thought, his throat tight. Mia bounced in. "Let me help," she said. She stuck a toothpick mast in the boat and tied a tiny paper sail. "There," she said, proud. Toby nodded. The boat looked even smaller now. "Thanks," he whispered. At the creek, children laughed and shouted. Some bets were made on which color boat would win. Grown-ups sipped lemonade and cheered. A gentle breeze rippled the water. The race line was 2 oak sticks laid across the creek. The finish was a fallen branch 20 yards downstream. When it was time, old Ben tapped his cane on a hollow log. "On your marks." He paused. "Get set. Go." Sam's boat shot forward like a rocket. Cheers rose. A red boat flipped over. A green one sank. Toby's blue and white boat wobbled, almost tipping, but stayed upright. Toby held his breath. The boats drifted past Mrs. Garcia's willow. Sam's lead shrank when his sail caught a twig. A tangle of reeds grabbed his cloth sail. He shook his head, tried to pull free. Laughter leapt from the crowd. Toby's boat nudged Sam's from behind. Just a tiny bump. He gasped. Could it be? The current was slow here, but Toby's boat pushed on. Sam's boat freed itself, but by then Toby's was ahead. Sam's face turned red. He leaned into the creek, trying to tip Toby's boat with his stick. Too late. Toby's boat glided past the final stick. The crowd roared. Toby felt his knees wobble. He had won. He looked around. Sam stared at him, stunned. No one had believed Toby. Even Toby had not believed. After the race, the town gathered under Big Oak. Old Ben hung the blue ribbon on Toby's shirt. "Well done, young man," he said. Mia jumped up and down. "I knew you could do it." Toby smiled shyly, still in shock. He glanced at Sam, who lumbered forward. "Good race," Sam said, offering his hand. Toby took it. Sam's grip was firm, surprising. "I guess size doesn't matter," Sam said with a crooked grin. Toby nodded. "Small boats, big heart." Nearby, Mrs. Jenkins wiped a tear. "That boy taught us all a lesson today." That night, Toby lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. His mom tucked him in. "You look so brave," she whispered. "I was scared," Toby said, "but I did it anyway." Mom kissed his forehead. "That's what counts." Toby closed his eyes. He pictured the creek, the rocking boat, the ribbon. He thought of Sam's surprise, Mia's cheer, the crowd's applause. He had started the day thinking, "I can't," and ended it singing, "I did." A week later at school, Mrs. Lee asked the class, "Who won the paper boat race?" Mia shot her hand up. Toby did. Toby sat in his chair, head low. Mrs. Lee smiled. Toby, would you like to tell us how you did it? The classroom fell silent. Toby cleared his throat. He told him about the boat, the creek, the reeds, and the finish line. He spoke in short, simple sentences. When he finished, the class clapped. Toby felt something warm in his chest. That afternoon at recess, kids crowded him. Show me your boat, they said. Toby brought out a page of drawings. Step-by-step folds, a tiny sail, a list of do's and don'ts. He handed them out. Soon, everyone was folding boats. Sam came by, holding a bright orange boat. I folded this myself, he said. Teach me your trick. Toby showed him. They bent the paper, folded the hull, creased the edges. Easy, Toby said. Sam laughed. If you say so. Fall arrived. Leaves turned gold and red. The creek slowed. Toby didn't think of the race much. He had new friends. He helped Mia bake cookies at her grandma's. He drew birds at the park. He wasn't a shy boy at the back anymore. But sometimes, when the wind rattled the windows, he remembered that race. The part when the reeds grabbed Sam's boat. The moment his own boat surged ahead. The cheer of the crowd. Mostly, he remembered how small steps, folding paper, tying a tiny sail, pushing the boat past the oak, led to a big win. Years later, Millwood's Creek still hosted the race. Under a bright morning sun, kids lined up with paper boats. A new champion, Lena, had held the ribbon for 3 years. She was quick and fierce, her boats full of colors and glitter. Then came a quiet girl named Anna. She wore a green dress and carried a boat so plain it looked like a fallen leaf. She folded it carefully, painted just a stripe. She looked like she didn't belong. Anna stood at the start. Lena grinned and waved. You'll need more than stripes to beat me. Anna smiled back, a shy, steady smile. The crowd leaned forward. Toby, now grown, stood among the spectators. He felt his old heart drum. He remembered standing there, palms sweating, watching a tiny boat. Old Ben, stooped now, tapped his cane. On your marks, get set, go. Lena's boat shot off. So did Anna's, but slower. Lena laughed. The current tugged at Anna's boat. It hit a rock and wobbled, but it righted itself unhurt. The crowd gasped. Toby watched, breath held. Anna's boat caught a pocket of wind. It nudged Lena's, slowed her down. Anna's boat curved around the bend, small but steady. Lena's boat spun in place, lifted by a whirlpool of reeds. Anna's boat reached the branch first. The crowd exploded. Anna covered her face, hiding tears. Toby clapped until his hands hurt. He felt proud and happy. He knew what Anna felt, the rush of disbelief, the thrill of victory. Toby waited until the crowd cleared. He walked down to the creek. Anna sat on a rock, boat in her lap. He sat beside her. That was amazing, he said. Anna looked up, surprised. You're Toby, right? Toby nodded. I'm the one who beat Sam Tucker years ago. Anna laughed softly. My grandma told me about that. She said it changed everything. It changed me, too, Toby said. I learned that small steps can win big races. Anna smiled shyly. I believe that now. Toby pointed. Hey, want to see my boat design notes? Anna's eyes lit up. Yes, please. He pulled out a folded paper from his pocket. Blue ink lines showed folds, tiny drawings of sails, and a legend, fold twice, pinch hard, paint light. Anna leaned close. These will help me a lot. Toby looked at Anna's green striped boat. You made that yourself? She nodded. I practiced at home. I believed I could. Toby grinned. That's the best start. Back at the oak tree, old Ben handed Anna a ribbon. He winked at Toby. Well done. Toby tipped his hat. He watched Anna lift the ribbon, her face glowing. He thought of every shy kid in the crowd, every small leaf that could float, every step that seemed too little but added up, and he knew, as he had always known after that first win, that magic lived in paper and wind, in quiet hearts and steady hands, and in the brave small steps that lead to the biggest of victories. Believe in yourself. Small steps can win the biggest races.